Let the wind lead.
I read that Fiatena could send lightning bolts right back into the sky. So, I've got nothing to fear either. Spring forth! Propagate! Go as planned! Yeah! Look out below! Charge!
Rain outlines your fate. Rain cutter.
Go as planned!
Barbados, guide us.
Hero incoming! It's justice o'clock! Ow, ow, ow! One fell swoop! Hero incoming! Yeah! Charge! Look out below! Hero incoming! Ultimate flying kick! Hurry up, Grassa! Ah!
Let me read you a verse.
Headbutt! Heads up! Charge! Go as planned! Oof! Hero incoming! Yeah! Headbutt! Heads up! Hero incoming! Yeah! So nice and warm. Nothing like the warm sun on a full stomach to make me feel... Taking a nap.
Ancient alchemy truly is fascinating.
Everybody stand back!
Burn it down! Incinerate! Rise with the sun! Try and stop me!
Ugh.
Not bad.
Witness the power of buat. Rain outlines your fate. Not good.
Going in! Light it up! Try and stop me! Rev the engines! Pyroclastic surge! Full throttle! Rev the engines! Incinerate! The rewards of an adventure worth remembering. Rise with the sun! Full throttle!
Everybody stand back! Huh? Can't handle your drink? Huh? I'm a rock!
Light of the blazing sun! Rev the engines! Incinerate!
No, my sword! Let me weave you a verse. Rain outlines your fate.
Burn it down! Ah! Light it up!
Just what will we come across this time? Scatter!
Rise with the sun!
my sword!
Yeah!
Light it up! Full throttle! Pyroclastic surge!
Is this an answer from this world?
Burn it down! Light it up! Rev the engines! Incinerate! Rise with the sun! Wrath from the sky! Light it up!
Scatter!
Burn it down!
Spring forth!
Rain outlines your fate.
I'm a rock! Diana special!
Rev the engines!
Sooner we're done, the better.
Ready to ride!
We may leave at any time. Let me read you a verse. Huh?
Pyroclastic surge! Light it up! Not bad.
a few interesting trinkets here.
Rise with the sun!
Rain outlines your fate. Witness the power of buat.
Punishment! Judgment!
Light it up! Yeah.
Go as one!
Wind, hear me. Huh? Yeah. Let me leave you a verse.
Yeah!
I suppose it wasn't too much trouble.
Judgment!
No, my sword! Rain outlines your fate.
Go as one! You can't run!
Rise with the sun! No more mistakes!
Yeah!
Following orders.
Oblige! Shiver! Judgment!
Barbados, guide us.
Light of the blazing sun! Incinerate!
Where do you think you're going?
Yeah. Yeah. Hey, not a bad haul. throttle!
No, my sword!
Yeah! Yeah. Rise with the sun!
I can't wait any longer!
Make sure to keep up. adventure time! I'm going in!
This world, a fleeting shadow.
Pyroclastic surge!
Weak.
Rev the engines!
Lights out.
You can't run!
Illusions are but distractions.
Let's light it up! Light it up!
Shattered.
Light of the blazing sun! Incinerate! Try and stop me!
Not bad. Only emptiness awaits.
Halo siapapun di sana, guys.
Burn it down!
Hip. Hup.
Rise with the sun! Full throttle!
Will there be enough food? If not, I brought my own stash. Ah! Yeah! Kapow!
Burn it down! Ka!
You're attacking the sacred sakura! Stop them!
Rev the engines! I swear by my sword!
Let's light it up! Teamwork is dreamwork! Headbutt! Charge!
Wow, there are so many of them! No wonder the Tenryou Commission needed help! Come on, travelers, you can take them!
From the skies! Torn to oblivion!
Shogun? Wait, no! Could also be A!
Oh, it's you two. It has been a long time. We have not seen each other since the resolution of the Tenryou Commission crisis.
Okay, sounds more like A. It is you, right? You sure made short work of them! That was amazing!
I'm making early preparations for what is to come. Last time we took a walk around Inazuma together, I witnessed the way the world is today. I was finally able to comprehend some things that I had never understood in the past. Since then, every time I encounter an obstacle in my thinking, I find myself having the urge to spend some time. Outside world.
Makes sense. You must get super bored being stuck in there all the time.
Might I remind you that I am not here to amuse myself. Recently, I have observed a number of changes in the external world from the plane of Euthymia. The most serious of these being the attack on the sacred Sakura by numerous rift hounds. I considered this matter worthy of my attention, so I pursued them, and they led me here, where I happened to run into you. If the Shogun rather than I were to discover them, yes, perhaps she would have left the situation alone.
Why? Because she's just a puppet?
Precisely. According to the rules I designed for her, matters of this nature are to be delegated, but Rift hounds attacking the sacred Sakura. It brings back bad memories of that terrible disaster.
A disaster?
Yes. 500 years ago, a great catastrophe befell Inazuma. Everything was engulfed in a pitch-black fog, and monsters ravaged the land. Countless lives were lost, and this homeland that the people had worked so hard to build barely escaped. The monsters committed many atrocities on Inazuman soil, and the Rift Hounds were always... Their duty was to tear open a passage through space with their claws and teeth, and then call in even more powerful beasts. So you've heard of it too. That's an episode of history that I am loath to recall. Maybe to you, it seems like my response to these creatures was an excessive one. But an excess of caution is not unwarranted in this case.
Guess you can't argue with that.
Since we are both here for the same reason, let us work together. From the traces they've left in the surrounding area, there should be many more monsters nearby. All the...
Paimon feels so safe when we're in Ace company. Having someone uber powerful on your team kind of makes you feel... Oh yeah, after we've dealt with the monsters, we should ask her to tell us more about Conria. This color! It's similar to the color when the sacred Sakura takes damage. Let's follow it. It should be this way.
Hurry up, Brassa!
We are lucky. The damage is not too serious. The Yash...
This stuff that's flowing out, is it sap or something? And how come it's glowing? Huh? What's this? Could they be dead people? It wouldn't be... What? Why would they appear?
Let's search the area. Perhaps we will find out.
I can't go on like this. Not when the other troops are counting.
What happened here? Could you tell us?
Who are you? What are you doing here? Run quick while you still can. The monsters will be back. And once you're in their sights, I'm telling we will defend Inazuma until our dying breath. You don't know? Inazuma isn't beasts, and horrifying monsters are everywhere. They're merciless, ferocious, and they... Every last trace of humanity's existence, I tell you...
But look, none of that's...
Not right now, but they'll be back. Look, the almighty Shogun is gone. So is Kitsune Saigu. There is no one left to rely on but ourselves. I don't know how long we can hold out for. But if we abandon our hope...
Don't worry, I'm right here.
It's... the Shogun? You're back. Please, we beg you. You have to help us. Only the glow of your supreme lightning can dispel this terrible darkness. Please, or the whole of Inazuma...
Calm down. The war you...
Over. But...
Look around you. The grass grows green and lush, and a soft breeze blows. There are no monsters. No...
What? But how? Just moments. I saw them tear my comrade to shreds with my own eyes.
Hey, calm down.
Huh. I think I understand. Yes, we were right to place our trust. Thank you, Your Excellency. Thank you, thank you.
What's wrong with him?
He's gone.
Paimon can't even begin to understand what that was all about. But somehow, Paimon feels all sad and hopeless.
If I am not mistaken, what we just saw was a samurai's memory that was buried in the land. The sacred sakura can absorb and purify the filth in the ley lines. After the Rift Hounds attacked, some of this filth leaked out through the cracks in the trunk and formed a physical entity. An entity formed with strong filth would be highly aggressive. But when purified, it presents in the form of a memory. Purified filth quickly dissipates and will be absorbed by the ley lines shortly afterwards. In other words, it cannot exist for too long.
So the memories of the ones that died are all appearing at this moment?
Yes. That soldier was one of the many thousands who made the ultimate sacrifice. What he was describing just now was precisely the disaster that happened in Inazuma 500 years ago. Yes. Inazuma was facing many great crises at that time. Some were local in origin, while others... The disaster in Inazuma caused me great concern. I felt that I had to step in before it was too... But my friend, Kitsune Saiku, reassured me that I had nothing to worry about. She would show... I could tell that, although neither of us acknowledged it, we both knew that the road...
So, Inazuma was attacked at the same time as when the disaster happened in Kanria?
Indeed. Countless monsters suddenly appeared throughout all of Inazuma. In the end, Kitsune Saigu sacrificed... I never had the chance to see her one last time. But I would like to believe that she kept her promise to me until the very last. But even then, Inazuma was left more devastated than we could have ever imagined. Those terrible tragedies left great wounds.
Hey!
Yes. For the longest time, all my martial might was in vain. Though I could conquer Tatarigami and vanquish monsters, But after my clash with human ambition, I thought long and hard. When I traveled around Inazuma with you, I caught a glimpse of how the nation has progressed over the century. Moving forward inevitably invites further loss. Just think of that soldier. Despite all the losses he had experienced, all those who sacrificed themselves back then gave their lives fighting for a future. As Inazuma's god, it is high time I honored their wishes. Warriors of the past, who spilled your blood on this land, I will never forget you. And
He's taking all this pretty hard.
come on.
Welcome, welcome, welcome.
Running late again.
As expected, there are a load of Rift Hounds here too!
Leave them to me. There is no escape! Torn to oblivion!
Huh? Something seems wrong with A.
Why would you ask that?
Well, usually you'd pull out your sword and swish! Vaporize them all in...
You are unduly concerned. I'm simply conserving. Although I have some understanding of the situation already, it could take an I must be prepared for anything. If there are more formidable monsters lying in wait in this area...
Ah, makes sense! The roots seem pretty badly damaged this time. We definitely... Hey! The same light is leaking out again!
Furuyama?
Almighty Shogun, what brings you back so soon? I thought you were off fighting a battle.
Fighting a battle in a distant land?
Allow me to introduce Furuyama. Though blind, Furuyama is unparalleled in his ability to appraise tea.
Your Excellency, you shower me with praise undeserved. I have simply had the good fortune. It sounds like the Almighty Shogun has brought a guest. I'm afraid I'm unable to serve you any respectable refreshments on account of the... After all, it's quite a mess out.
What should we do? Yeah.
I see. So, most of the residents in this neighborhood have already escaped. They wanted to take me, and now the Almighty Shogun is here. I have even... Imagine if this was something that even the Almighty Shogun was powerless to resolve. Where could people flee out of a desire to live on? And the desire to live on stems from a... But me, I have no such thoughts. And the Almighty Shogun often speaks to me about her dreams over tea. Just listening to her stories. I've been blind for many years, but her vivid descriptions took me on a splendid journey to all the most beautiful places in Inazuma. Over time, I've come to understand her mindset. One thing she always says is, good things don't last forever. Everything changes, fades, disappears completely over the past. So you see, as bleak as things may be now, I have experienced countless wonderful things in life.
Perhaps.
It won't be long now before I have to say goodbye to the Almighty Shogun for the last time. But I suppose it doesn't matter. Everyone says that Inazuma has turned. Once this catastrophe is over, life is sure to spring forth anew. But even if I survived and... Oh, goodness me. Speaking of befuddled, look at me rambling away to... The almighty Shogun comes to visit and I don't have the tea ready. One moment, I'll just... I hope the others didn't smash it to...
Can't see a tea set anywhere.
Really? But it's always been right by my side. Goodness gracious, I couldn't possibly have my guests fetch it themselves.
Don't worry about it. Take a rest.
Almighty Shogun, you're not going too, are you? No, no, no.
This place is complicated. Leave it to us.
But... Well, okay. I never thought I'd see the day that I need the old... I can't decide whether it's a final regret, or...
Where should we go to find? Having a cup of tea isn't exactly the most urgent thing to do right now.
It's the Traveler. And the almighty Shogun. How might I be of assistance, Your
I wish to borrow a tea set from the Yashiro Commission.
Oh, sure. Please step into the courtyard and have a rest, almighty Shogun. Oh, and I'll inform my...
Be at ease. I'm not here to see Commissioner Kamisato. Actually, I'd prefer to spend this time
No. I am your humble servant. I daren't think of my own convenience when the almighty Shogun graces me with her presence. I'll deal with...
Well, it's not often we have the chance to chat.
Right. Paimon wanted to ask that too.
I seldom had the time to drink tea. So, in the vast majority of cases, the one he may well have had an inkling about there being two Raiden Shoguns. The philosophy of life that he shared with us just now, that was Makoto's view on reality.
You and Makoto had pretty different views.
Indeed we did. In her eyes, the most precious things in this world were dreams. They are simple. When you came charging into the plane of Euthymia, I saw human aspirations light up the sky. Now, it seems like she was right.
Wow.
Makoto saw a bigger picture than I did. In her view, a dream is more... An ambition is a yearning for something material, or a concrete outcome. Makoto was more concerned with the force that drives humans to constantly generate new ambitions in the first place. It is something in... To put it simply, Makoto wasn't I didn't understand at the time. How can we say that we are maintaining eternity? I suppose what it comes down to is the definition. Yes, it does. I always thought that but in the last analysis, Makoto's philosophy was, on the surface,
Do you feel you're starting to understand?
You have already witnessed my previous views on eternity, but now, I no longer cling to what was lost.
Almighty Shogun, I found a tea set.
It's quite beautiful.
You are too kind. A humble servant such as I does not deserve...
It's all good, sir. She's actually...
Let us return. We ought not keep Furuyama.
Running late again. Look out below!
Hey, he wouldn't have gone looking for a tea set himself.
Or perhaps the ley...
So we didn't even have a chance.
The information held in the ley lines is complex and disorderly. Well, this chance won't come often, and I've watched Furuyama brew tea on many occasions. The tea is ready. Please. So many thoughts were racing through my head as I was brewing it. You're right. But the things I've been reminded of many people, too. Back at the Yashiro Commission, I kept the conversation reasonable. The events of 500 years ago not only robbed me of my friend, Kitsune-san.
She died in that disaster too.
Yes. She went to Conria alone. Without... Unlike me, Makoto was no martial artist. Whenever similar crises but this time, the circumstances were so grave that Makoto had no choice but to leave me behind. Or... yes. She had already lapsed into unconsciousness by that point. So all I could do was enter in. It was there that we bid each other a final farewell. Why did she go to Conria first, and not I? Why did she keep me in the dark? It was there and then that I resolved to pursue eternity.
That's quite a...
When I returned to Inazuma, I was shocked to find that a great sakura tree had appeared on Mount Yogo. That's exactly what everyone back then told me as well. That it had existed since time immemorial. No one questioned it. And yet, its presence contrasted so starkly with the area as I remembered it. In the end, I simply had to accept that it was with the help of the sacred Sakura's power. I was finally able to...
This is all really hard to understand.
Yes. She had such a great love. I once told myself that I would never speak of these events again. But even the tea that is most bitter to the tongue once swallowed. And it's time I came to terms with it all.
Oh, while we're on the topic, since you experienced that battle in
Brother? You mean to say that he was somehow...
Based on what we've learned so far?
I'm sorry. I wasn't there for the whole thing, and also... I'm afraid...
Oh, well, boy. Both of you have...
With this last cup of tea, let us honor the Tea Master's... Thank you, Destiny, for giving us the chance...
We should go. Let's keep following the traces.
Very well. Based on my investigation so far, I believe this next pack of monsters should be the last.
Light it up! Full throttle! Burn it down!
Once again, please leave them to me.
Hey, hey! Are you sure you're all right? You're scaring us!
Fear not. Illusion shattered! Shine down! There is no escape! Now you shall perish! Illusion shattered! Shine down! Inazuma shines eternal! Illusion shattered! My apologies.
Don't worry about it. We'll deal with the monster. Look, that's the same light again.
Where am I? Who are you? Almighty Shogun, you're here. Are you injured, Your Excellency? We, the Shogunate Samurai, will defend the Shogun until the very end.
Come on, man. They're coming.
Don't!
Danger is our duty, ma'am.
No need to worry, Almighty.
Is that a vision?
It certainly is. If the Almighty
So that's how samurai of that era understood visions, huh?
Nobody knew where Your Excellency had gone, and we were starting to despair. But just the sight of you appearing before us once more has reignited. This hope is the light that will guide it.
Everyone, on me!
We'll help too!
Huh? Affirmative.
Protect the Almighty Shogun!
Headbutt! Ultimate flying kick! Charge! Incinerate! Light of the blazing sun!
Barbados! Guide us!
Go and play!
It seems like their attacks are finally over.
I've never fought so.
Thank you all.
Are you okay? Maybe...
I'm fine. I feel...
You fought phenomenally. It was truly awe-inspiring. The monsters will definitely come back. And when they do, it'll be more than a few Rift Hounds this time. Quickly, escort Her Excellency back to Inazuma City, and regroup with the...
When everyone sees the Almighty Shogun safely returning, their spirits will be lifted.
Well, what...
We will stay here and guard against the monsters' advance. We cannot afford to let them get... We are brothers in arms. As long as we stick together, we can face any number of monsters that come up.
Just leave it. But the Almighty no matter what.
Thank you all very much. I should not have left it this late to make this promise. But from...
Don't worry, Your Excellency. We will never doubt your word. With you leading us, we will claim back everything that he knows.
Glory to the Shogun! Glory to the Shogun!
They're gone.
It was both. The people's sacrifice has always caused me immense pain. But in dwelling on the tragedy, I overlooked the result being that in the centuries since their sacrifice, you could take the view that whatever I say to them is meaningless, because they are but disembodied memory. But even so, they are due a resolution.
Well, Paimon thinks that even if it's a few hundred years later, you're...
Thank you for your comforting words. But this is... I used to think just like that samurai. That I was first and foremost a warrior. But what Inazuma needs more than a warrior is someone like Makoto. Even though I am utterly unlike Makoto and can never become the person she was, I still need to do the things that she would have done. Yes, they are. They are strong and resilient and have much to be proud of. As the Raiden Shogun they revere, I should not be the one to hold them back.
Well said. Sounds to Paimon like you figured things out.
Change will come to Inazuma, and with it, new possibilities. This will take time, but eventually, the future, no matter how long it takes, I am committed to bringing this to fruition. This is my promise. Now that we've dealt with the Rift Hounds, this matter is halfway resolved. It does. I will leave the Tenryo and Yashiro commissions to handle the follow-up work, such as investigating the origin.
Alrighty then, let's move on. It looks calm on the outside, but Paimon bets her emotions must... She seems to have changed a lot since we last met her. Huh? What's wrong, eh? What's going on? Are you feeling unwell again?
It looks like the no need. I need to go to the cave below the...
Why? What's in there?
A battleground. What?
Instead of confining themselves to the heavens, rise with the sun!
We're finally here. The entrance should be nearby.
Whoa! Where'd that Torii gate come from?
It's getting worse. This is a place I once sealed off with my own hands. It looks like she...
Huh? What are you talking about? And who is she?
Follow me.
Where are we go?
Thank you Bang Raktil. Like. Halo guys.
Whoa. This place... Look, it's another A!
We meet again, traveler. This body is an assistant to the one within, but it is also, should the one within wish to stray from the rules, this body shall stand in her way.
Wait! Wait! Paimon knows that voice! Is that...
You have wandered the realm in my body, and you appear to have grasped the You believe your present self has greater certainty than your former self. Thus, you believe your... But have you really been enlightened with new ideas? Or have you been degraded by... I'm here to show you my answer. We are both warriors. And the dialogue we...
wait! The atmosphere in... are you,
The discomfort I was experiencing earlier was caused by the Shogun rejecting my as she indicates. Once I started entertaining the idea of change, but inside a realm of consciousness, I exist independently of her. Though she is a puppet, the Shogun has her own consciousness too. When necessary, she appears here to confront me.
Paimon gets that everyone has their internal battles and stuff, but not Hei's showdown with the Shogun?
The rules I set for the Shogun are... No, I would not try to change her.
Isn't there any other way? Can't you talk it through or something? But they both just want the best.
My form is a symbol of supreme majesty, in which has been vested power over all the realm. It inherits A's pain, the pain of inevitable loss that comes as she moves forward. So too does it inherit. Every action undertaken is for the sake of determination, courage, love, hatred. All of these will be only rules shall remain constant. Those were my thoughts when I created you. Now, they are towering obstacles that I have no choice. But you wish to make yourself my enemy? I am your past, the everlasting Lord, the guardian of eternity. And I am she who promised a dream to her subjects. Ride an A! In the end, even the proud and mighty Oni maiden was cut down and disgraced. Though your blade has been cleansed of her blood and filth, never shall it shine as brightly as it once did. Absurd! Pathetic! Now you shall perish! Inferior! Illusion shattered! The Kitsune sakura blossoms that once filled the skies fell to the ground as pitch-black rain. As long as the ley lines flow, the relentless erosion of time will never stop.
She's completely recovered?
This world, shine down! Shadow. Weak. Pathetic. There is no escape! Weak. Gone! Come! The divine lightning that envelops all of Inazuma will fade silently into the clouds. There shall never be another. Never. For the rest of time. I shall not fall here. There is no escape. Now you shall perish. Euthymia crumbles before me.
Have you finally defeated her?
Masih hidup, cuy.
It appears your martial prowess has not dulled. But how long can your will remain strong?
How the heck?
In this realm of consciousness, she was built to resist erosion. Her will is stronger than any other living being.
Then, does that mean this is gonna be a never...
Maybe. But I have to prove to her that my present will is no product of erosion. The future I shall forge will be a... If I don't do this, the Shogun's rules can never change. This is my duty. No matter how long this battle may last. Months, years, centuries. And no matter how many times... 500 years ago, Humanity proved their strength. Here in the present, they rely on their ambition to challenge wayward practices. Tear them out like the diseased wood of an old sakura tree. It is about time that I understand that. But if the dreams of which Makoto spoke are... I fight for the everlasting future of Inazuma. However, I vow to the subjects of Inazuma that I shall one day return. During my absence, I play...
But this means that...
Pass on my words.
Lanjut besok guys, ngantuk guys. Siapapun thank you ya udah meluangkan waktu. Dibantu like-nya, di-share juga boleh. Thank you pokoknya.
Looks like we got kicked out. Oh, what do we... She was making sense. And maybe this is the only way to change the Shogun's rules, but still... Right? What if she gets too obsessed with winning, and she forgets why she's there in the first place? Yeah, we should help her out, like we did last time. The quicker she gets to... Is there any way we can cut down how long she needs to spend in there? Or, you know,